Hey everybody, it's Monday, 10:15 a.m. I'm on my way up to see my mother. She's, oh boy, let's get out of here first. Why is there so much cold air? It's cold today. It's 34. Yesterday was in the 50 somethings, almost 60. We had that guy there, I thought he was gonna. We had a brief little storm up here. It rained most of the day, but I don't know what time it was. I was on the phone trying to buy a phone. I'll tell you about that in a minute here. And I got a tornado warning. It said head to your basement or shelter right away. So me and Stewie, we didn't. I just kind of sat there by my desk and kept my eyes peeled. But we got some really high winds. I thought it was gonna knock down some trees, but it didn't knock down. We didn't have any trouble. But it only lasts about 10 minutes. And it was pretty scary there for a little bit. I don't know that there was any damage anywhere else. I didn't hear of anything. I heard the fire whistle go off, and it was, I turned the scanner on, and it was down trees out by Parker Dam, so I don't know if it was real bad or not. I see some limbs down right over there. But I think we all survived pretty well. Unfortunately, I see there was, I think last I heard, 34 people killed in the tornadoes down south. That's awful, terrible. Prayers for the families and for them. Must be terrible to get caught in a. They said on, I think it was Ryan Hall, y'all. That other, not Ryan, but the other one, Andy something. He looks like he's about 10 years old. He said that there was a woman, I forget where, somewhere down there, that actually got picked up and thrown a quarter mile by a tornado. And I guess she had broken shoulder and some broken bones, but she actually survived. They said that's the farthest they've ever recorded in history of someone being thrown by a tornado. Yep. So we just passed the Dollar General, getting out of Penfield. And I was on the phone yesterday, and this happened to me the other day too. My iPhone 13 is 2 years old for me. 2 years old. And the storage is filled up. It had 128 or 126 gigabytes, and I can't, no matter what I do, I can't bring the storage down. And it's giving me trouble trying to make videos, because I'll make a video like 10-20 minutes and then it says there's not enough storage. So I have another iPhone, an iPhone SE, and I've been using it too, but I decided to get a new iPhone, which I usually do every 2 years anyway. So I called my carrier, which is, they call it Total by Verizon or Total Wireless, whichever one pops up. What the heck is that? So I got on the chat. They have a phone. Well, they have a phone that I wanted. So I got on the chat when I Finally got an agent there, and I told him I want to buy a new phone, and I want to lease it through SmartPay, which is what I normally do. And then after 2 years, it's your phone. It's like $28 a month for my lease on the iPhone, and I paid it off. Anyway, they said, "Oh, great, we'll be glad to help you." Well, then they said, "Do you have a phone in mind?" I said, "Yeah." So they said, "Well, put the phone in your cart, and then you can purchase the phone, blah, blah." So I did, and then it wouldn't let me buy the phone because it said I had to get a plan to go with it. So on the chat, I told him, I don't want a new plan, I want my old plan. And they fiddled around. And he said, "Well, you can't, you have to buy a new plan." So, boy, I don't even know. I was so confused. So then I went to buy the phone, and then they said it was out of stock. So he said, "Well, you can pick out another one." So I did that. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not telling the truth, but it was just a horrible experience. I think I picked out another phone, and then I tried to buy it using SmartPay, which I qualified for, and they said to make the purchase you have to go to SmartPay. So I went to the SmartPay website, and I said I want to buy a phone, and they said, "Okay, that's nothing to it. Just go to your carrier website, pick out the phone you want, and choose SmartPay, and then check out." And I said, "I did that." And they told me to come here. So anyway, I was on the phone for hours. And then I finally got fed up. So I got to Google, and I went to Verizon. And I signed up for a new plan at Verizon. I told them in chat on my other carrier, I said, "This is ridiculous. I'm just going to go." I said, "Forget it. I've been with you for 15 years. It's terrible that I can't even buy a phone without going through all this crap. So I'm just going to go to Walmart." And then I left. So I didn't go to Walmart. I went to Verizon website, and I bought a new iPhone 16e, which is a cheaper model. And I think they had it for, I can't remember. So I got a phone. They're giving me the phone, an iPad, and I had to pay $78 first payment, and then I don't know, it's like 50 something a month, which is what I was paying before. I paid $52 every month for unlimited text and talk. So I got the same plan for the same price, and the phone's supposed to be here later today. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be home. I think I might have to sign for it. If I have to sign for it, then I probably won't be home. I don't know, UPS shows up at different times. Sometimes they come at 10:30, 10 o'clock. Sometimes they come at 5, 6:30 at night. So if I'm there and I have to sign for it, I'll get it today. And then I'll call and cancel my other plan. And I'm going to tell them, "Thank you very much for 15 years of good service, but you lost me on that chat trying to buy a new phone. Sorry, but I'm leaving. Goodbye. Don't charge me anymore." Then, of course, they'll probably say, "Well, you got to pay this and I got to pay that." Well, whatever. I just need a phone. It's that simple. I could have went to Walmart too, but I checked the website. They didn't have the phone. They didn't have the phone I wanted, so. And the new phone I ordered is 256 gigabytes. So that should serve me better because my one I have now is only 128. I mean, it took 2 years before it got to that point, and I almost use it exclusively for YouTube. So there's a lot of, but I tried. I couldn't get rid of this. I watched YouTube videos on how to do it. I deleted all my apps. I backed up all my pictures and then deleted them. Still didn't work. I think they design them that way. My son said he thinks they design them that way. And then they get filled up and then you gotta buy a new one. Probably. I think Apple got caught doing something like that before. But I like my iPhone. I could have got an Android. My son likes Android, but I've had an iPhone since 2015. It's just what I'm used to, and I like them. I think they're reliable. They get updates for a long time. I still have my iPhone 6S. That's a 2015. That's a 10-year-old phone. It still works, and it still gets updates. It's just the battery is. I had the first iPhone 6S. Then I bought an iPhone 11. And then I bought this iPhone 13. And then I bought a 3rd generation SE just to have as a spare for taking videos and stuff. So anyway, I'll probably sell this one here when when I got this one. I put my iPhone 11 on Facebook Marketplace, and that very day, a young girl called me and wanted it, so I met her up at Minute Mart. She was real nice. She bought the phone, no problem. She liked it. So maybe I'll do that with it. The only problem with this one is the battery's getting bad too. The battery health is down like 80%. But I don't know how if I would sell this and reset the phone, would that clear all the storage? I don't know. I'll have to try that when I get my new phone. Anyway, that was a long story, wasn't it? So back to my mother. This is going to be a long video, I guess. I could turn you around. You want me to turn you around? You know what? There's all kind of trees and branches on the road here. Let me pull over and put you out front. Maybe you'll see some. Back there must have been a tree. Must have been a tree fell across the road back there. Because there was all kind of. I'll put you out front here. If I figure out how to do it. Do it to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Can I do it? I think I have to shut you off. Okay. Now you're up front. And now, I wish you could have seen back there. You could see where they pretty big tree must have come across the road. And they cut it out with a chainsaw. So maybe up this way they got hit harder, I don't know. But hey, I'm going up to see my mother. She's not doing so well. She called me. We've been talking every day, but she called me Saturday. And she was just completely out of it. She was talking about my dad's ashes and stuff. He passed away back in October 22, I think, yeah. And she was like, he had just passed away or something. She was really, really confused. Then later in the afternoon, she called again. And she was more with it. And here she's had the diarrhea for 3 or 4 days, and she fell down again and hurt her hand, I guess. And the nurses came in and found her on the floor. And she was real weak. Her legs were real weak. So they put her in bed, and they want her to stay in bed. And when I talked to her last night, she just sounded real weak. And she said they brought her, I asked her if she had supper, and she said they brought it into her, but she didn't want to eat. And then she knocked the tray down, I guess. So anyway, I think at this point she's in bed. That's why I'm going up now. It's 10:30, but I usually wait till after lunch, but they're going to probably bring her lunch into her room, or else I'll tell them to anyway. So we'll wait and see what she's like. Lots of trees and stuff there. Branches, I mean. Here's another spot. You know, I can see where they cut a tree out of the way here. They must have got her up here. Funny how that wind is. There's another tree down. Here's the one up here, another big tree. I think. Looks like it. Well, it's kind of a... I don't know if that just happened or not, but that's a big limb there that fell. I hope nobody had any damage here. Boy, it was terrible down south, though, to what I saw. A couple towns got completely wiped out. Can't imagine. Well, I can in a way, because I lost mine to a fire one time. Back in 2008, I told you all about that. My trailer burnt down. And I lost everything. February 2008. But that's rough. So anyway, hopefully the storms are over. So yeah, back to my mother. She's so thin. And she doesn't, now yesterday, like I said, she don't want to eat. We'll see what she's like today. I might film a little bit in there. I'm not sure yet. Wait and see what she's like. Maybe she won't want to be. Maybe she won't want me to. So maybe I will. I wanted to welcome to the new subscribers. I've had quite a few. It's going slow now, but there's a couple every day I get. So welcome to my channel. Glad to have you. And I try to read all the comments and give a heart anyway. It's hard to respond to every one of them. But I try. And I appreciate everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're my community. We have a nice community. We get a troll once in a while, but we get a nice community. And I'm about out on the main highway, so I'll let you all go and I'll fill you in on my mother's status later or maybe tomorrow. It's already a long video, so maybe tomorrow. I'll try and upload this. I hope I don't have trouble with the storage deal. I don't know. I think last time I checked it was like 119 gigabytes and out of the 128, so I hope I don't have trouble unloading a video. Uploading. Alright, everybody. Have a great Monday. Stay frosty. Deal out.